Okay, so let's pursue backtesting here. Had to create another FX replay account for free um free pro pretty much. That's what we're doing pretty much. So yeah, I had to skip forward a little bit. So it's gonna be Thursday 8th of January right here. We have unemployment claims. So I do use this. We'll see what it does. Now, of course, we have NP tomorrow. So instead of skipping to 9, I will skip to 8. Right here. Also skip 30 minutes right before news right here. Minute of time. And yeah, so let's see what we are doing here. What I really am liking here is it's this. Wait, how do I? Is this all-time highs? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. So I'm really liking these equal highs here that we left yesterday, right? And get a new phase of price. I'm engaged with this high pretty much. Even though we failed, of course we failed when I played this, but yeah, it's just 3 days of expansion. Not even that, honestly, it's not even engaged with this high. It's just 3 days of expansion. And this has it clearly reversed from yesterday, right? So I am potentially from Iron RTY. If I look at this data, it really doesn't support expansion, and we are already hovering or an opening price. Plus, we don't really have a John liquidity, right? This is kind of far away. We could frame higher still, because this weekly probably only supports expansion higher. But looking at this, we definitely want to see one in reverse, right? We have SMT fill with this gap. This could be strength source, right? Technically, or like, work. It's just let's see the daily. It's inside the daily candle. Yeah, like we already reversed pretty much. Like it's already a reversal candle. Like technically it's tradable, of course. This definitely looks like a retracement here. I'm really liking this on RTY for sure. No, I'm kind of on figure swings, but guess we filled this, right? So it's like SMT filled with this, right? Let's see. Daily. Yeah, it's like SMT filled here. So this has a trade into a gap, right? We don't have SMT in the gap. I mean, with the gap, we have SMT with this other gap. Which honestly, it's fine, right? That still works for me. Okay. Go 30 minute. Obviously, like this is a swing low, so right, initially this it's like already two stage, right? It's more so we're kind of leaving fair swings here, which I don't love. Right? YM is reversing, it looks like. This is right before 8:30. I'll probably just like to see a gap. See hourly as well. This can is also PSP. That is already two stage. Like if you got in here. Let's see honestly. I'm not really loving this on in like NQ. We do respect this gap, obviously. It's kind of bench strength discount, no? Yeah, that is a bench strength discount. This has it trades into a gap, right? This has it trades below the low. I think this should be the same swing high. Yep. So I've read this kind already. This we probably want to see this candle reverse here, right? They open slow first. We can frame interim range liquidity. I'm just really liking where RTY is mostly, because this definitely just looks like a retracement, right? You can see if we look at the hourly, right? It's only this gap, right? It's which if I'm just gonna reverse, that's not gonna hold, and we're probably gonna go for this high, right? Even just pre this high, it's like insanely good here. All right. Yeah. Enough of a talk. I really don't like this on NQS. I guess it's because Wayne wants to manipulate this low. Might as well get like this. Well, I kind of don't care about this. I mean, it is there, right? It's relevant. It's just very large, right, compared to these assets, I believe. Let's see. Daily. Not really, I guess, but look at where we would be longing on this asset, right? It makes sense. Look at where we would be longing. We're looking at the low today pretty much. Alright, see what driver. I would probably, I would probably trade a gap here. We could trade, like, we could technically trade this, to be fair. Because that would be 2-stage. See the time frame. Okay, this V shape. But like, I just it's like the daily that I don't like the daily here, mostly on YM, right? So we could probably trade that. Like that's probably a valid trade. Like I just don't think we're here. RTY on the other hand, very lowers, just lowers its liquidity. Even NQ, just a pretty large gap here. We left. It's on the hourly, so very large gaps we left. You're gonna have a hard time to go for this high. I just can't really. I can frame my RTY hitting this for sure though. So I just probably want to trade RTY. And so ideally you get in here. So now we just wait. We could, I mean, potentially see. Okay, so the driver, and look, this is also, oh, it's way better. So the driver does this. Okay, at this point, this has like kind of like, yeah, it didn't inverse this gap. I don't know. It's like advanced in this guy, all the other way around with NQ's trading the ball this high, right? Even ES. Guess we've heard, yeah, the drivers are here. Cost, retracement, right? At this point, I would like to see, that's not really ideal. Like either, I'd probably just SMT with this low. Ideally, NQ doesn't take it, of course, but I mean, YM doesn't take it. So do we print a gap? Yeah, that's 30-minute gap. Let's see 15-minute, a very obvious 15-minute gap. We don't have SMT foe. Or do, yeah, we don't, okay. So that's, this is a returning higher already. I just like would like to see YM hit this low before anything. Okay, no, it does. Right before the driver. I'm more so focused on RTY. Let's see. But it's again like this how it turns into a gap. That's very deep, to be fair. This is driver? Oh, right. This is right before the driver, no? Alright, so we know YM is manipulated. Look at these other assets. They're not reversing. It's just a retracement here. This is not reversal. It also doesn't make sense to reverse here. I mean, this has SMT foot and whatnot. There's like nowhere to trade to. This is a. So what I'm saying here is that look at this asset, right? Very deep retracement. Like looking at the close, I have a 50-minute SSD as well. Looking at the close here, so it's not the best thing in the world, triple soup. But like this has to reverse here. So we could either trade this, by the way, or we could trade YM. Dude, look at this though. Look at this CSD, man. What's high today? Okay. High day is literally 1800. That's the only, I mean, it's not even a relevant swing. It's just in time that's relevant. Yeah, I want to take this. We did inverse to 50 minutes / 30 minute. It's a doji. Okay. Technically, this can is also PSP. We could have strength switch where RTY takes this low, but I think this is still valid. I mean, it just shouldn't happen after this V-shape. Like, this OB is like very large. Alright, so we can take this. And I'm gonna partial this high, guys. Just start risking this, so I'm gonna partial this high. We're gonna go obviously for the SMT break. Like, you really think about it this way, even though this is kind of low resistance, has to work right here to break the SMT. We probably don't want to spend time restripping these lows. Like, if we're gonna get to this high right here, SMT break. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of around this one. So, yeah, let's see her driver does. So like, it's because like this is trend switch, right? I can trade RTY trading high. I mean, I can trade RTY higher, even though this has still hasn't CSD. Like, it's just clearly manipulating here. There's like, these are not reversing. Look, this is look like a reversal right here. It doesn't, right? So look like a reversal. No, it looks like consolidation. Kind of like, yeah, just like retracement more than consolidation, really. So yeah, or by the way, like the safer play is probably to wait for this to CSD. Okay, holy shit, we actually don't like I stopped though. Alright, so that's hide there, right? Yeah. Look, okay, so now this is transfer. Oh, but damn, you can trade this. I'll use 1 minute. Look, if there's a 1 minute gap here to print in, like that's highly likely to hold. This is already 2-stage. I just I don't like the draw. Like, I mean, hide the dead is fine actually. Like if you get enough, if you get, let's see. Yeah, I think this like, I mean, it's 2R. It's there. If you get failed, sure. That would be tradable as well. I would just do 1 minute because like it has to reverse here. Yeah, that's perfect. Now this now it's a 2-stage and this has a ripping, right? So we could probably long in queue as well. It's just the draw and pretty rare. Something like pretty important. Crazy. Look, this like now this is perfect. This is trend switch. Dude, yeah. That's why you could trade this without waiting for NQ to reverse. You know this is manipulating, right? I mean, very likely manipulating, honestly. So we could take this. Let's see if we get filled, honestly. We engage with this high? Yeah, we engage with this high. Okay, so that could cause a retracement. It shouldn't cause a reverse. Like, this has to be loaded there. So yeah. Oh, did this has to hit it? No, there's like equal highs. Okay. So we definitely know it's already, look, this has to now starting to, I mean, not really expand higher, I would say. So that's where we TP half. It's a little more in 3R, but. And really, we could probably go break even. We're gonna find a very large gap. Going back all the way down here. Look, this is how I personally do it. Like, look at this 50-minute candle. See how we already expanded? It's kind of like weird. I don't do it often. But look, there's 10 minutes left. If before 10 we come back all the way down here, right? At the open, like this is what I'm saying. You can trail your stop as long as it's close. You can go break even or like trail as long as it's close to the opening price of an expansion candle. And then within this candle here, right, we shouldn't come back to this right here. Now at 10, we can like at 10 we can actually put it back down here, or we're gonna see freeform new invalidation. It shouldn't come back down here. Or you can also make a mechanical pass to R. Could go and break even. I mean, I just wouldn't really do that necessarily. I'll probably just hit this. Now, this is not really a relevant swing, but also go break even there. Let's see if we get filled on this. Okay, I don't like what NQ is doing. That's a very deep retracement. At this point, this candle doesn't support expansion higher. We need 10. Right, for this to trade higher. Now, kind of don't care. We want to be a little bit more conservative here. Oh, damn, that's like way out of the way. I can't even see it. You almost gonna stop. That's crazy. Oh, damn, we can literally trail, no? Oh, that's gonna be 5-minute gap? I guess if you get this CSD. Oh, yeah, we can definitely trail. Look at RTY. We know this is gonna, like RTY is failing, completely failing to play this high. So we know that shit's gonna fail. So we know this low should be protected now. I mean, we should mechanically have to wait for this. Okay, we do get it. See, you don't have to trail. I'll probably just, since I'm up on this trade, I probably would. We shouldn't. Yeah, look at this 1 minute. That gap should hold. Yeah, okay. You could almost go break even as well. Honestly, the ideal break-even spot for YM is when this asset breaks the SMT. So yeah. Like what NQ is doing. So we're decoupled. One way I like to understand, like, I don't really do it super often, but one way you like, you can see visually. Now it's not applicable to ES. Visually on the lower time frame, to see which asset is likely manipulating is the asset that doesn't really put in gaps. Like, so looking here and doesn't leave that open. So in this case, I mean, to be fair, there's only one gap here. Like, even here's one gap, so it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I mean, it looks like NQ wants to go lower. I think this probably is a full on reversal. Yeah, because we broke this SMT here. Really break. It's not really like. Sometimes fair to manipulate is just really, just not like reacting almost at all. Look at this level. Look at what we're doing here. So what I would do here is probably play conservatively and go break even. This could stop us out. That'll be fine. Okay, actually we do react pretty bullish from this. Never mind, man. Is that 50-minute gap? Okay, so this is gonna be 50-minute gap. We can't really trail yet. Oh, we need. Okay, look. Yeah. Forget what I said. It's like that's like the only way you disregard what I said before, and is because if the current candle doesn't support expansion. Look, at least a 50-minute, right? We need at least a new 50-minute to reverse. This is kind of like we hit this key level like way late into the candle where we need a new 50-minute. So this is holding still, right? That yes is also reversing. I mean, I wouldn't go higher. Okay, so we do hit this right here. Oh, that's actually gonna make it pretty easy for me to Figma. That I think about it, because I'm just gonna put YM and RTY like 2 trades in one, pretty much. That's like the SMT break here. Oops. Oh no. Okay, that's not too far out of the way. That's crazy. Yeah, we know like the only reason I can trust these fair swing is because this whole thing is a strength switch. Like if I go 6 hour, right? This SMT here is just sequential SMT, right? So we know that has to hold. So like this low should be protected. So I mean technically my stop wasn't at exactly at this low. Was close proximity to it, to where if we're gonna go down below this low, we're probably gonna go for all these, and that's like an invalidation of strength switch. Iris. Alright. Oh, this got a short of 1 minute for that one. Alright, so we really don't care about this asset, but yeah. I'm assuming this probably is the manipulation. This can hide it there, right? This kind of doesn't support expansion. So we need 10 for sure, but. Alright, so either way, I gotta journal this. I just TP the high today, no. I didn't have to open it, but. So yeah, I'm just gonna do Figma this, and then I'll be back. Hopefully we'll do one more day. I'll just finish this week. Yeah, I'll definitely do one more day. Alright, so I'm done now. I've done the Figmas. I grouped these two trades together because yeah, I mean pretty much they're very similar trade. And the framework is the same, right? Just I'll only do like these slides once for both of these two trades, of course, but so yeah. So as I was saying before, the only reason it can fade bunch of fader swings, right, on RTY. The only reason I can fade is that I know that I don't think it's this. Yeah, it's like SMT feel like that. Anyways, the only way I can fade this, now that I deleted everything, it's because this trend switch here has to hold if we're gonna go higher. And I'm assuming this Sasuke should only go higher. Look, yeah. Pretty large candle, but like look at the weekly. Like it really just doesn't make sense to reverse until we hit this high. And what I failed to even say is that technically that high is this one right here. See, like these equal highs, we just failed to manipulate them again and failed to manipulate this. So this pretty much right here has to hold. And if you look at the 6 hours especially, like this is it's not too bad. This candle doesn't have enough range to reverse, so we need 6, right? So it makes sense. It's like this. That's the kind of the only way double soup works, but it's fine. Look, also nothing below this low, nothing below the current low of the day. So this has to be reversible. Like has to reverse there. Now, not the cleanest based on like what NQ is doing. That's why it's so drawn off. I can't. It didn't have this. So NQ's just expanding lower, right? So I don't know. Let's wait for 10. Sure. So this kind of closes PSP, obviously. So NQ is failing to manipulate these lows, so I'm assuming ES should also get there. Let's see if we get trend switch. Okay, so we haven't hit this high, right? So like this, I mean, it wouldn't be trend switch. So unfortunately, we didn't get trend switch. We got it here, to be fair. If R2 is going to reverse off of the SMT break, that's possible. Yeah, we need a 30-minute gap though. Oh damn, we also have a 2-stage like here. Okay, so yes, it's just reversing. It broke this SMT. So I know NQ is probably just manipulating this low, right? But at this point, it's really not worth it to trade to the high of the day. Probably just not enough range. Yeah, okay, so it's a 50-minute 2-stage. That's crazy. Yeah, because like, okay, so now, look, we're really close all the way above it, but we're still in a gap, right? So we're not necessarily still failing to put this high. You have to wait, but once we break the SMT immediately, I know that this should be reversible. Now, we could position ourselves on ES. If I was trying to take a trade. Okay, so like again, since this is not trend switch, I would want to wait for NQCSD, but like this low is really not protected on this low we are here. It's just a gap, right? So like we just wait potentially for universal sequence and SMT fill. If we're gonna get to that, look, I think it's this, right? This is very early into reversal. It's just gonna be a 30-minute gap. Just not like ideal. Like pretty much that has to hold right here. We're gonna see very quick. I don't like that. But yeah, it's just not very clean. think it could work on ES. To be sure, it's still time for this candle to reverse. I just look at ES, right? Can't really expand past this high. Also, new 30-minute candle. We don't have SMT fill necessarily. Yeah, this would be enough. This is, yeah, it's 10:30, right? So this would be enough as SMT or SMT fill. Right here. This would be enough, but we don't have it. Perhaps one goes for that high either way. Oh, damn. Now we damn near reversed, actually. Alright, so this candle is PSP on ES, and it's not going to be the gap. So it has, like, I don't think there's enough RR, but this is tradable here. No, I'm probably just not going to take it. Again, like this low is probably a gap. Look, we are in it here. Yeah, it's just fucked because this has a just really no strength switch. I will have to wait for this to actually no. I'll need like an inversion here for trade ES. So we're just gonna forward test this. There's definitely just not enough RR. Yeah, you could try this. We could try, but I don't like this, especially like on an NQ. Yeah, that would have probably been a lot. I don't know. Normally, I would just take it if I wanted to trade it. But... oh yeah, there it is. I think it's super late into the candle, but we did put in this SMT fill. Oh yeah, that's okay. Now I see. Really, this has to just expand through this gap. So we could probably get to this. Now it's not the best strong liquidity, I gotta say. So we broke the SMT here. We have SMT previous high. This also between R2 and 1M. This also is an EQ. This also is above the high. It looks like it's also reversing. See if we get strength switch. Oh, we do. Okay, that's why it's happening. There's so kind of brain that of me too long that you'd probably just want to short this. A minute. Ooh, yeah, you can short this. Look at this awesome, man. I brought this is not strength switch, so I mean you just take this per minute, and yeah, it's probably fine. Not really enough RR. I mean, you can use the bodies, I think. Let's see. I would take this actually. It makes sense to go lower here. Perhaps you get enough on ES. Okay. It's not strength switch, but it's there, obviously. That, like, yeah. Kind of weird that we left high today, but yeah. I'll probably just try this. Let's see if we get fill. Oh, we do. We would have. My bad, would have. I'm not taking this. Oh, damn, okay. Not invalidated yet, but I don't know why. Yeah, I think it's cooked. Let's see. Yeah, we could trail to this high. I don't like these highs, bro. This looks horrible in the 15-minute. Okay, that would have been partial loss. Okay, honestly, I'm not really digging this BA. Probably because like this is likely just a retracement on this also. So that, yeah. Ideally, we strength switch between these two for ES to break the SMT, but it's not, right? So it's not super high probable. The long is definitely not valid, I would say. The long is kind of brain dead. But that's just me trying to read this, bro. Of course, like if I took these two trades, I'll be done for the day. There's no way I'm trading more. So let's go next day. So just for an NFP, no? Yeah, dude. New York session. 30-minute right here. Right before NFP. I see what's like look at this weekly as well. Oh damn. Alright, so this also just ripped. Even yesterday kept ripping. So we have PSP now, right? Like this is like 2-stage. It's like already 2-stage. Alright. And then we have what? We have SMT break. And this is not reversing. Look, alright. Doesn't bring a reversal candle. So it could be technically could be like this. Alright. Where this holds, I really don't think it will, but we'll see, of course. Now I'm thinking this is a two-stage on these assets. And should trade higher. Yeah, look at ES. Look at the 4-hour. We do we have SMT fill? No, these are kind of equal lows. Okay, that's sus. I think we might have 6-hour SMT fill. Nope. Like, yes, that's not a gap. So not the cleanest loaded there, I would say. It makes sense. Like, of course, like this also didn't take this low, or because ideally we want to see this as a trade higher. So, but like, I would probably want to see YM take out this. We could set up Seek and Destroy actually. This could be a pretty decent setup for Seek and Destroy. So let's look at weekly candle on NQ. And yes, kind of struggling. Yeah, I mean, we're having a retracement off of this. Obviously, this week there's no super expansion lower, right? So I'll only be interested in longs. Also, like this candle doesn't really close as a C2. It's looking pretty ass. Like, look, it just looks like a retracement here. Also, we left equalize. There's a bunch of things, right, that I'm noticing that they're not the cleanest. Like, even ES looks like it's kind of retracing. Like, this is an expansion phase of price. This is an expansion phase of price, right? This is expansion. This is just consolidation here and retracement on these assets. So we could actually trade to put in a new low today. Is this asset? I mean, it's not really reversing. It's just consolidating at this high. So I think we probably want to see range high to range low. Ideally, we do have SMT with RTY, by the way. But yeah, so I mean, it's literally this one. So RTY could be reversing here. Now, of course, we have the driver here, so we're just gonna see what happens. Kind of range protocol. I would definitely want to see, if you're gonna go higher, I would like to see YM take it to low to that. Take the low to that. Ideally not in a Seek and Destroy fashion, where does this? How do I draw, man? Is it, no, ours? So ideally it's not this. It could be, right? Ideally it's fair swing SMT, go for the low to that, and then we can trade YM higher, right? Probably all assets higher, but I probably want to see YM take out these lows. Like, it's kind of like requirement. This is not like something we should trade away. We could definitely just do this, fair to manipulate, right, trade higher. The only problem with that is that looking at most assets, that's like non-established low today on any of these assets. So the only way we could probably trade away from it is if YM manipulates it, right? Oh, by the way, that's not even loaded. I mean, that's a gap. Yeah, it's just tight. Or you guys see what I mean? Just pair swings, right, on the lower time frame. All right, so let's see what driver does. The driver is bullish. It takes out this high, right? Okay. Now we want to see either failure to manipulate this high, or just Seek and Destroy. And we're gonna go for this low. Ideally, like the ideal scenario here is one reverses kind of immediately, and then the driver opens up like pretty close to the ski level to reverse. You don't really want to have the driver do this. It's gonna just waste a lot of range. If you're not gonna manipulate this high like right away, probably I'd rather just have this fair to manipulate. So we still have this is pretty this high. I mean, it's not really a relevant swing, so yes. Just manipulating pre this high, right? So this could hold, right? Okay, so I could frame, it's just a weekly. I wouldn't really expect price to go lower, but I could frame and keep going for this, right? Or loaded that, right? Establish a new loaded that. I could frame this holding, the function of this being potentially intraday retracement or reversal, because this kind of looks like a retracement here. I gotta be honest. No, there's like no for our key level, whatnot. So it's not, of course, it's not the cleanest. Let's just see. All right, let's go 50-minute. If we're gonna fail to manipulate this high, oh, that's weird. Damn, we have this. I never seen this driver play like this. I mean, not driver play, my bad. The driver do this kind of weird. To just manipulate or not, so because I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming it's bullish for indices. The news release and stuff, yeah, it definitely is. So like we shouldn't really do this. That's weird. Now we're kind of leaving. Yeah, I'm just leaving more piercing. So ideally we go lower 50-minute. Let me not look at 3-minute. I really don't care. Okay, so we do expand higher. What about this Hasa? Okay, okay. So to me, this would look like, it's starting to look like a fair to manipulate. And if we're, since we're gonna wait for the driver, we need to wait for literally like 9:30 because there's gonna be a 30-minute. Like if you like, this is also like very important. Like this only happens, of course. Even if it's a reversal, right? But in this case, is we're at the highest point of the range. You never want to use like, okay, like, this kind of still hasn't closed, by the way. So this is not a gap yet. But what I'm saying is, we never want to, if there's going to be a gap, we never want to use this 50-minute because it just go higher time frame. Then this candle right here is gonna open, and in 30 minutes gonna close. We just need 10:30, right? Trade a 30-minute gap, and then you can trade it. So I mean, we could skip 50-minute, but we'll see. To see if we create a gap, if we reverse. I don't see any SMT, so even with 50-minute, so we're definitely gonna create a gap. Yeah, okay. Like you don't want to use this like YM fills this gap and Q doesn't trend search right to break this. That's just gonna be a 30-minute gap. So we want to wait for driver. Obviously, like, look, we literally have that, right? We have to wait for 9:30. Let's wait for this candle close, right? Alright, so we don't even have SMT fill. Sauce. Are we gonna form a gap? Oh, look, there's not gonna be 30-minute. Obviously, if we're gonna break the SMT, you wanna see this also. Okay, I kinda just did manipulate this high. Trying to love. You wanna see this also print a gap. And like all asset print a gap, and ideally the weakest, because otherwise, like, how are we gonna get, like, unless we get strong switch at open? Really? Oh yeah, this house is damn near reversing. Yeah, I mean, look, so now I go the hourly. Okay, it's not even the hourly, really. It's just a 4-hour, right? This house is like reducing all, like, let me mark this out. It's this go. That's 6 a.m. open. Right? So this asset is pretty much just reversing. We don't want to see this asset come to data low and 6 a.m. open. That's a reversal candle pretty much. And since there's gonna be 30 minutes left, we know this is probably gonna hold. Oh yeah, we damn near freaking reversed here. Right before the driver. I don't like this. So this house kind of isn't reversing. We have a gap, right? Obviously. It's right before your, holy shit. We got this SMT fill. That is crazy. Well, now look at this. That's crazy, bro. That's a 1 minute. Let's get 1 minute. Okay, I don't like how we probably put in a new 6-hour low. Yeah, we did. Right, so we have this. This is expanding higher. Yeah, look at this hourly, bro. Alright, there's no way I'm expecting this candle to expand. This is weird. Let me look at lower time frame. Just loaded that, I know, right? Oh my gosh. We are gonna fail to manipulate this high, yeah. I was not expecting off what does, right? Like, that's just a deeper tracement again. Okay, we leave equal highs. Okay, that's weird. Are these like, yeah, these are dead equal highs. Obviously, I would like to see. All right, so what? What did this also manipulate? The same low? Mm. Okay, so is this a relevant swing on ES? Not really. Trade into a gap. Okay, so we trade into this gap. We need 10, no, honestly, if we're gonna go higher. RGA, yeah, RGA is filmed to play this high, right? But like NQ's kind of revert. I mean, not awful high today. It's just this high. That's a very deep retracement, which is not really ideal. Also, don't like how we just came all the way down here and we didn't manipulate these lows. This day's kind of hard, man, compared to previous days, right? It's like the framework's pretty sure to just stay open high first. Can't really displace through this high. Deep ass retracement at open. Yeah, I want to wait for 10 for sure. I'm assuming Web's gonna filter and play this high just based off of this. Nah, it's kind of crazy low today. I don't like this, right? Obviously. But that's like one of the way we trade, right? Get the high, we just filter and play the high. Okay, so we can trade one higher to this high. I don't know where RTO is gonna trade to though. RTO is at all-time highs, I believe. Let's go monthly. I think this is all-time highs. Oh, okay, that's a little bit of a lag. Yeah, I think we are at all-time highs. I'm not gonna check the data on like FX. On like trading view. I think that is all-time highs. All right, so like we technically do have SMT bottle and it's like 2-stage on ES. Also, like it is trend switch here. It is 2-stage like this. Paces or prices wise though, I would not want to keep all the way down here, right, to manipulate this low. Like that's just not the cleanest shit. This I could see actually. See. So that is this right here is trend switch. Does it happen at open? It does happen at open, yeah. Well, this has expands lower, this has CSD higher. So technically this CSD is fair to manipulate. I don't like where it's happening, but yeah. Okay, like I don't know if I would trade this gap. Like ideally, obviously this trend switch is with our what to have because we have SMT with this high. To break this, right? Not the clean shit. But we are leaving equal highs, so like this would be tradable, to be fair. NQ is starting to reverse on the 1 minute as well. Of course, like this is trend switch. It was not really needed. It's not looking too bad. Of course, I didn't take it, so I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna go back. I could place a limit over here, and if it fails me, it will be fine. I don't like low today. This is kind of cooked. I probably would like to play Eve and go for universal sequence. Yeah. No, this has to definitely gonna hit these equal highs, right? For sure. Right? And it's giving time. It's consolidating at these equal highs. It's giving time for this. So I think this is gonna work. I don't like how this initial strength switch here, it's broken open. We just have a deep ass retracement. Gonna be real. You get 3 minute. Okay, so we don't get a CSD yet. Be fine. Oh damn. What? We're just reversing from equal highs? Alright. Alright, so at this so we're not oh, this is so weird. I guess like these equal highs are like it's like one stage, 90 minute. Dude, this is so weird, honestly. It's probably because low the day it's ass, right? On all of these assets. So we're not really failing to manipulate this high. If we go 4 hour, right? There's a 4 hour relevant swing. I'm using 4 hour chart. right? You see how we're just manipulating this high. And this day here is just open. So it opens low, no established low today, right? The only thing we have is a one stage crack. Now, so I'm pretty lower, and it is seeking the short earning here, right? You can see. Can this place to the highs? So I think we're probably gonna go lower. Oh, this is on. It's not PSP. I almost was trend switch PS. I mean, not trend switch. My bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know to consider that, but it was almost PSP. Perhaps this asset goes for this high, right? And then we go for the lows. I could short and Q here because it makes sense, right? This asset is reversing off of this high. Again, we probably want to wait for 10 either way, but yeah, let's just see. Oh, I don't think we might get time to. Oh, definitely. Okay. Like ideally, I don't know. Yes, took out this high. Really don't even have one stage crack. It's just with high today. Any 30-minute. Like, so technically we have it like this. No, never mind. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's cuff. There's really nothing. It's like equal highs. Yeah, this is just 90-minute. I'll play universal sequence. I'm gonna short. But it's like cooked now. This version is clean as hell. And look, yes, leaves equal lows. We could still go for this high, to be fair. Okay, when now is leaving equal lows. What is happening, bro? Oh no, it's not. It did take out this low. Look, I don't think this is relevant in the sense that we should revert. It could be seek and destroy, but just looking at RTY, like it's really just it's not expanding higher, right? You can tell. If I go 30-minute, look at this 30-minute candle. Just not expanding higher. This starting to look like a retracement. So I'm assuming RTY is gonna get to this low. So I think YM probably is gonna fail to manipulate this low. No. Or C still. Like there's just nowhere to go for RTY. Okay. So this can close at PSP. It's like meh. There's no gap. So we want to see like ES take out this high. YM take out these equal highs. And then Q doesn't. That I could short, right? See if that happens actually. So this is then right. By the way, let's see 4-hour. So doesn't close PSP. That's not too good. That is not super good that it doesn't close PSP. Opens low first, apparently. Alright, so this is just already fair to manipulate. Yeah. I just hide this ass. No, okay, we still haven't gotten close. Now we do. Oh, this is horrible. Like, we have this. It's just fair swing SMT. I really don't trust that. Yeah, my bad. What I was saying is like, this is not very clean. Yeah, we're just failing to input this low, and this looks horrible. I don't know, 1030 perhaps takes out this high, take out these highs. It takes out these highs. Well, I can't speak. Like, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do that low key, but all right. So yeah, this is just a shit reversal. I don't think there is two stage here. I don't think I'm missing it. Probably just not there. So this is, I mean, it's not even okay. So it's like SMT represents high like that, right? And like techniques put in here, and then we take out this, right? So it's like this, right? But it's with YM. Look at YM. I think this is previous high. Yeah, it is. Look at YM. it then puts in equal highs. So we know this is not necessarily protected. I have a deep pass retracement. Just I'm using universal sequence as well. Like if you wanted to trade the reversal, we could have here. Look at the driver though. Like I'm definitely just waiting for a driver here. I'm not really counting that as a reversal. Also, like not necessarily bearish. Look at the weekly, right? We fucked. We can be, right? It's Friday, so it could be back into range on like this asset and whatnot. Alright. So see what happens here. Yeah, RTY just gonna get to the low, right? Perhaps we could trade RTY? I don't really pay attention. Is there a strength switch? No, I don't think there is. Yeah, there isn't. Like this kind of PSP, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so like this is fucked. I wouldn't trade this. You see, it's not clean. If this kind of was PSP, right, that would be fine. That would be a one stage, and then this kind of deeper trust me because like 10 amps gonna open here. Again, we do manipulate this consolidation. Like we see, like we get this like retracement here, kind of leave equal highs. I don't know, not clean, right? So I'm just not gonna take it. Let's see what happens now. Are we actually just gonna seek and destroy this bit? Now it just doesn't make sense though. I guess this candle has some super expansion higher. And this house still hasn't hit the lows. We could short RTY Loki if you get like gap. Gas empty fill. Alright, this is gonna be no, it's not 10:30 yet. Alright, so what the fuck are we doing, bro? Ideally we get manipulate this high. Or these assets. Okay, and Qs for this. What? Alright, so Lime is seeking destroy. Guess we left equal highs. Like we don't have SMT. Like we have it on ES. Never mind. We have it on ES. It's just pair swing SMT. There's no way strength switch PSP. Be damned if it is. No, it's not. Oh, I mean it's here actually. Never mind. It's actually here at 10. That's crazy. And that is V shape. Holy shit. We just missed out. Straight into these highs. This could just be the manipulation, by the way. We see 90 minute. Yeah, this 90 minute is cooked. If you have our stop loss here, it's probably fine, right? Okay, we get it. Like, if I look at the 90 minute, like, next kind of should expand if I'm right. Oh, damn, like, there's no way we get to R. So we have to wait for the close. We have to do it 15, yeah. I didn't see here, yeah, it's like right at the close. There's like no way you get to R to like preset this high. The SMT break, that's trend switch there. 15-minute, by the way, to confirm low of the day. I don't like that. Oh, the only way we use it is this is a relevant swing. And if you trade into gap, so like if we don't inverse this gap, which we aren't yet, that I'll trade it, right? Because like technical continuation, but it's also super low. I don't know. Definitely gonna get to these highs at this point. It's just this definitely is not a true reversal on RTY. Alright, so definitely seeking the short, right? You guys can tell. So we're gonna see what happens at these highs because you don't have to necessarily go higher off of these. Okay. Like this is a crazy low of the day, if I'm being real. Because like, look, we hit low of the day here, then we re-soup it. Let me see RTY actually. Yeah, it's cooked. I think this is cooked. So it is seek and destroy. Like once we get this, these equal highs are kind of obvious. But can we get to that high? Can we get to our that? Okay, we could probably get this. I think we're gonna get there. Or at least I am. I don't know. I don't like this. I didn't like this, so it's probably fine. Yeah, because I'm making a 50-minute PSP, not a relevant swing. We can still try, and also like look at RTY. It's like obviously it's SMT, right? But yeah, it's one stage as well between these two. It's two stage on these one, but it's only 50-minute candle. I don't think it's 90-minute either. Well, we'll see how it closes. Actually, it closes. Yeah, it's I think it's cooked. Like the only way I would trade this is a universal sequence, which see perhaps we do get a universal sequence out of this. Yeah, like NQ are going to print a gap, unlike YM. Only NQ puts in a gap. Barely get a gap. Dope. Just keeps being the seeking destroy. You get 4. This 1030. Oh yeah, SMT pretty SSMT. Look, the only thing is like now it's like 2 stage. Wait, no, it's SMT break. No, what am I saying? It's not 2 stage because we do take out this high. But it's SMT break 1 stage. All right, like how do you trade that? I think you just don't. Legit. So we have a gap. Let's see what this gap does. Obviously, what we do in this gap, I should say. PSP is tradable. Yeah, it's not PSP. That should be the low to 90-minute. Perhaps we get one stage in the gap. Let's see, one takes it out. That's cooked. This is cooked. This is just a consolidation. Yeah, there's also no way for an hourly gap here. Oh, this hourly PSP. Okay, so alright, so it is hourly PSP. Alright. So I think ES is gonna get to this high for sure. I see 5-minute, 3-minute. Oh, that is V shape. So since there's no gap on these ASE, or is there? No, there isn't. This should confirm the low of 11 though. I mean, ideally, okay, honestly, allow me to go back like 2 candles to get slightly better fill. Lower time for this trend switch? Yeah, no. Equal lows there. I don't know if you can get to her. Oh wait, I mean, I kind of know. I mean, what I would do always is just park bar and draw liquidity. So the only way is because this should confirm the low. Yeah, it's just so it is Tuesdays. So no, it's not PSP here. It's also strong switch PSP on NQ. Perhaps we take NQ. Possible. I don't know if we're gonna get here on NQ. It's pretty large. Quick. Yes, it's definitely gonna get there. We could TP. Perhaps you could take NQ. It's like this has a gap, so I know this shouldn't be revisited if we're gonna reverse. I am longing high today, to be fair. So we're met two possibilities here. I just enter market on NQ. I'm assuming okay, there is a gap, so I could probably use the bodies. So I just enter market on NQ. And we just get 2R with this high. Or I can demand 2R on ES. I mean, typically NQ should get there as well. If he is gonna get there. Then I'll probably just I will wait for a gap to form. Alright, and I'll enter here. Yeah, let's just take this. This should work if we're gonna go higher. since there is not gonna be a gap here, it's not ideal. It's like this gap should hold pretty much. Oh, 3 minutes. That's high there. We just wanna go break even. I don't know where yes breaks the SMT. Goes over high today as well. Yeah. I really don't see a reason for do we put another gap? Perhaps. That looks like our tracement. Alright, we can go breaking in there. So yeah, we just print another PSP? Nope. That is pretty unfortunate. Let's see if we get to this high. It's 2.5. I'm just not gonna partial when ES hits it. So ES just hit it. Ideally form like hourly gap. I don't know. Let's see. YM also should get there as well, by the way. Honestly, yeah, if YM gets there first, I'll probably close this trade as long as it's 2R. Do we get another reversal scoop? That this technically is PSP. But again, it's gonna be it's gonna be an hourly gap possibly. Alright, so I'll just keep it break even. We just consolidate the whole day. I really wouldn't care. Wait, should I do cherry gaps for break evens? Oh, I actually don't know. Probably not. I'm not sure. Okay, so there's SMT here, which I don't love. I think RTY is going lower. Oh, that's weird. We could trail at this point. Hourly SMT fill? No, we don't have hourly SMT fill. It's not PSP. But I mean, realistically, we shouldn't come back to this low. It's getting pretty late. Yeah, like we could trail. We could trail. If I trail, gotta do Figma, bro. I don't want to do that, man. What is this? 14. We are at 2R, no? I run 2R, actually. Kind of looks like a retracement, low-key. Yes, it is failing to implement this high, so I think he should get there. Oh yeah, we definitely should at this point. I'm just get 3 minutes of time. Like time-based exit as well. I could probably do time-based exit because I am trading prop firms, so okay, this house is just jerking off. Okay. Like if it gets too late. Oh, okay. Okay, I think this is kind of too late. I would swing trade this for sure for next week. Like, we could have closed it here. 1.4R. I mean, we are break even to be fair. No. I mean, this has just jerked off. Look at YM, bro. That's cringe. I think this is probably just gonna be a break even. We could also trail, to be fair. Yeah, okay. So this trade was a break even here. You could probably close it at like 1.4. Right before the close, right here, like 1.5-ish. I'm not gonna Figma this, I think. It's just a break even. I think losses are a little bit more important than break evens. Could have gone a better fail. No, I think it's probably fine. Like, there's no strength switch, so You had to wait for 11 to open as well. I mean, we could, and no, okay, no, I would require our asset to V-shape here, to CSD. So yes, still hadn't. Let's see YM. Yeah, it does on this candle, right? So they CSD together on this candle. So I had to wait for that for sure. And I'll wait for a gap. I didn't even enter the gap because like there's already RR, right? Like I'm not gonna do this and potentially miss on a trade for a little bit more than 0.5 R, right? Because this is like 2.5. Okay. So yeah, this was begin. I'm just gonna end it there. Now again, I skipped a little bit on this day. This is gonna be Monday, but so just not the cleanest load of the day. I wouldn't long this. Use 50-minute like PSP to confirm load of the day. The only way I would do it is if it's like very obvious that that has to be like, you know, we don't have SMT preset low, so we just leave preset low like that, right? Also look at the daily, right? Just mechanically, um, mark our EQ this wick, right? It's very deep retracement. That's what I was talking about. ES is definitely gonna get to this high. I don't know about NQ. Now most of the time it does get there. NQ also gets there, right? But you don't have to necessarily. Also looks like day is opening low first, so that's a pretty free long buys for this week. Even if it's gonna be bearish, right? And just like how Garrett teaches it, or even if it's gonna be bearish, it opens like here from equal highs. Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be it.